hope you're all really well. So this is my July favourites going up. I've got a pretty good mixture of things to talk about, so let's jump into everything. The first thing I want to talk about is a disappointing product. It's this one from Bourjois and it's their Brow Natural pen. This, when I first got it, worked really well, but I think it's the type of thing that as you use it, it just kind of, the way they've made the tip is it just gets a bit clogged up and it stops working so well, so you have to use it at an angle. I've definitely used other sort of brow pens that are better than this. It's not amazingly pigmented, so it's not too hard to go too wrong, but it's just not the easiest to apply. It is a bit of a faff, and because the tip is quite long, it can be quite easy to go wrong, go a little bit too far, but then you can wipe it away. So I won't be buying this one again, a bit disappointed with that. The next thing I've got is from Rodial, and it's their Stem Cell Superfood Glam Balm Multi. This is something I got in a pack from Latest in Beauty, and despite the fact that it has a bit of a crazy name, it's actually a really nice multi-use balm. Now, I've tried this in a few different ways that they've mentioned. It says you can apply it to your face as a plumping mask or eye balm, apply on your lips, hands and cuticles or any area of the face or body that needs a moisture boost. Now, I've tried this on my face and it's a bit too heavy. It does sort of sink in, but it's okay to use overnight, but it's just not my favourite thing to apply to my face. On the lips, I don't like it at all. It's too strongly perfumed, although it's a fairly subtle rose scent. It's just because it's right there under your nose, it's just too much, and you can kind of taste it as well. Not nice. Hands and cuticles though, that's what I'm using this for. I keep it in my pack full of nail stuff, and whenever I do my nails, I just pop a little bit on my hand. A little bit does go a long way because it is quite a nice thick balm, and then I just massage it into my cuticles, and I love the rose scent that it has as well, so really liked this. I'll just show you what it looks like. So you can see that it's got an oil in there as well, but it's just a really nice balmy oil texture. And it smells really nice, a really authentic rose scent. The next thing I want to mention is also from a Latest in Beauty pack, and this is the Garnier Miracle Sleeping Cream for de-tiring, anti-age, skin transforming care. This had a really funny description when I first read it. I don't actually have the box anymore. It's a really funny texture. It's like a kind of gel cream texture. The smell reminds me of olive oil or olay. It's even a very similar colour, a lot more of a thicker texture. And this is actually a really nice kind of budget night cream. It sits on the skin a little bit, it doesn't completely disappear, but what I do find is that when I wake up in the morning it has all completely sunken into the skin. That's not always the case with cheaper night creams. I find that they tend to sit on the skin a little bit more and just don't really go anywhere, whereas this one's really lovely. I've been using this consistently for a few weeks now. I haven't noticed any amazing transformation to my skin like some of the claims make. I read some really amazing reviews online for this, on Boots particularly. One person said that after a couple of weeks of use their dark circles disappeared, so maybe I need to just try this for a little bit longer because it has been a few weeks. I don't use it every single night because it does kind of depend on what my skin's doing and how spotty I am and whether I want to do like an overnight spot treatment. But for a budget-friendly night cream, it's actually really nice. Next thing I've got here is a lip balm. This was also from a Latest in Beauty pack. This video is not sponsored by them, I just happen to be trying a lot that have come in Latest in Beauty packs at the moment. And this is the Burts Lip Balm in Hibiscus. This is a tinted lip balm. I think that this is different to the other lip balm that I've got, which is in pomegranate, but I really like the texture of this lip balm. And the colour, I'm not completely in love with. I don't think it exactly suits me. but it's the texture that I really like. It's quite a thick moisturising one, but it doesn't feel too heavy, it's just nice. And it's nice to be able to get a little bit of colour as well, so I might have to have a look, see what other colours they do in this line when this one runs out, just to see if there's something, I don't know, a bit of a more me colour really. But really like this, love the texture, just I feel you almost can't go too wrong with Burt's Bees lip balms. Okay, next I have got the Charles Worthington Moisture Seal Leave-In Conditioner. My initial reaction to this when I first got it was that it stank of aftershave, and me and my husband have smelt this and we think we've worked out what the smell is. Oh my god, it's so strongly perfumed. It is very reminiscent of Calvin Klein Eternity, we believe. But fortunately, when you use this, you don't actually smell it so much. The smell does disappear because this is super strong smelling. It's a nice leave-in conditioner. There's not a huge amount left. I mean, this was 50ml and this isn't a full-size one, but it has actually lasted me quite a long time. It claims to be lightweight with an invisible finish. I would agree with that. Deep nourishment, improved manageability. I think this might be responsible for making my hair ever so slightly fluffy, because I have been trying to try different methods of trying to look after my curls, and they went really fluffy, and I think it was actually this that was doing it. So I'm going to try some other leave-in conditioners, I think, just to see how they compare. But this was actually a nice one to use. It did actually feel as though it was moisturising the hair without weighing it down or making it too heavy. And again, the smell didn't bother me at all. The only thing, I think it was probably making my hair a bit fluffy. No matter what I put on top of it, what styling products or whatever, my hair was just really fluffy. So I don't think it probably suits my particular hair type, but it's still a really nice leave-in conditioner. Next, I've actually got a mascara. I don't really have a favourite mascara. I am dabbling in waterproof mascara at the moment, trying to find something that doesn't smudge, and I have found one. It's still not quite the perfect mascara for me. I want a little bit more separation, definition and length, but it is from Maybelline and it's the Rocket Mascara. This was a YouTube made me buy it when I first got it. I think they were on offer with other Maybelline mascaras, so I did get two, and the other one I've mentioned a couple of times before, which was the Lash Sensational one in the waterproof formula, and I didn't get on with that. I thought it was really messy and it wasn't really worth it in terms of how my lashes looked. But this one I do quite like. It's got a very wide, bristly, plastic bristly applicator, and you have to be really careful with it because of those bristles. You can really easily like poke your upper waterline, if that's the right term, which I have done, and it is painful. But it stayed nice and clean, unlike my Lash Sensational one. The formula's good, it's not smudging on me yet, whereas the Lash Sensational one started off not smudging, and then the longer I used it, it started smudging, and I wasn't even using it for more than a month, whereas I've been using this one for probably over a month now, and it's my go-to daily mascara. Quite happy with it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. I think I'd like to try other things first. I still have unopened mascaras to try, so nice enough for the moment, but I'm going to keep searching for that perfect waterproof mascara. So the next thing I've got here is a BB cream from Dr. Jart, and this is their Regenerating BB cream. It's a lovely BB cream. This is traditionally what a BB cream should be like. You just get the one colour, you can pop it on. Initially it may seem a little bit light, but then it does this kind of amazing thing where it just settles, and for me it really works with my skin tone, although I am pretty fair. You can see that I've used quite a lot of this already. I've had this for quite a while. What I do tend to do is use it instead of a moisturiser as a makeup base, because it doesn't really provide me all the coverage that I generally need, and I put my foundation on top of this, and that's what I've got on today. If I'm in a hurry, I will chuck this on and just go about my day, and I can just about get away with it. If I'm having, not too bad a skin moment, I do really like wearing it because it's got a good level of SPF, which is great for this time of year. But if you have skin that isn't too bad, that you don't have a lot to cover up, this is actually a really nice makeup alternative. It was originally designed for people who'd had facial surgery, so the fact that this is to put over some kind of healing wound, I don't know if you'd necessarily put it on a wound, but you know what I mean, some kind of scarring. It is designed to really look after your skin. It does feel much more like a skincare product as opposed to a makeup product. It really feels like it's caring and looking after your skin, and I think you also get quite a decent amount of product in here too. There's 50ml in here. I picked this up from Boots, and I think it was somewhere around the £20 mark. Just to read to you what it says on the back. Unique triple action formula containing innovative active ingredients aimed at naturally covering skin blemishes, helping to protect the skin from harmful UV rays and activating skin rejuvenation. If my skin, particularly my chin area, is having a really horrible sensitive moment, I can put this on and it doesn't react at all, doesn't feel uncomfortable, because it does feel like much more of a skincare product. I just really wish that I didn't get quite so oily as I do when I wear this, particularly on my forehead, so I have to be really careful not to go too heavy-handed. I do a really light layer across my forehead. I can kind of forgive it that because I really like how it performs in other areas. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is something that, if you told me I'd be featuring this in my best and worst of beauty, and the fact that I absolutely loved it, I would be really amazed, because I hated this when I first got it. I really hated this, but I absolutely love it now, and I can't imagine being without it. I've tried nothing like this before, and I've tried so many different lip balms, you wouldn't believe it. But it is from Nuxe, and it's their Reve de Miel lip balm. This stuff is just... it's gorgeous. I love the smell. I'm a big citrus scent fan anyway. This one, it smells like a very bitter kind of orange scent, almost medicinal sort of, but it's really pleasant. It's lovely. It's not a sweet orange. Well, no, I'm terrible at describing scents. It's just a really nice orange scent. You can see that I have used quite a lot of this. I actually use this every day now, and as I said, I just couldn't imagine being without it. I don't think the thickness of this is going to translate particularly well to camera, but what I like is actually using this as a layering lip balm. I put it on top of other things, and it just seems to make things last a lot longer. It feels really hydrating and comfortable and deeply moisturising, so it's a really good one to use at night as well. So after I've done my usual skincare routine, I'll pop this on. I do tend to rub my lips together quite a lot, so it does tend to kind of disappear by the time the morning comes round, but my lips feel really good. I do tend to chuck a lot of lip balms on my lips anyway, so I don't tend to have many problems with how my lips are, but it's a very thick texture, and I never used to like lip balms that had that kind of texture, but this, it's just really comfortable and really nice. And it's so funny to have been so disappointed by something when it arrived, and looking at the texture and feeling it and thinking, why does everyone go on about this? I couldn't get it. But then I used it, and I used it, and I used it, and I absolutely love it now. It's not the most portable thing in the world. I tend to like to have a lip balm in my pocket, in my jeans pocket, and this is a bit chunky. I did buy the stick version of this for that purpose, to see if I could try and get it in my pocket, and I don't like it as much as this. I guess you just couldn't put this kind of formula in a stick because it would just be all goopy and it wouldn't work. But this lip balm, just gorgeous. The last products I've got that I want to talk about are very similar in terms of their scent, so I think I may as well mention them together because that's how I've been using them. The first of which is this Korres Body Milk, which is in Bergamot Pear. This was from my first, I think it was, Latest in Beauty unboxing. and I love the scent of this. I really love the pear sort of scent anyway, but it's a very light, very absorbent body milk, but the smell of it is gorgeous. I did go out and buy the shower gel version of this, and the scent is nice, it's still good, but I'm not loving the actual shower gel itself. But this is just, I just love the scent of it. It's so fresh, it's so fruity, it's just a really, really beautiful smell. The body milk, you know, itself isn't anything spectacular. I mean, it does absorb really nicely into the skin. It makes your skin feel nice and soft, but it's the smell that I absolutely love. And it's the kind of smell that when you put it on your skin, it does linger, it does last really nicely. So I have been layering this with another pear scented product. It's only a sample size because I have been trying to find my new perfume. I've had lots of different perfumes over the years that I've used regularly, things that I've considered to be my signature scent for that time. I wanted something much lighter, more floral, pretty, not heavy at all. And I actually wanted a citrus smelling perfume, and I just haven't found one yet that is really light and just beautiful. So if anyone knows of one, please let me know, because I am still looking. But the runaway winner for me at the moment is, I'll show you this tiny little sample. It's from Jo Malone, and it's the English Pear and Freesia Cologne. I have been trying a lot of Jo Malone samples lately. Jo Malone is a recent discovery for me. I love the concept of their colognes and the fact that you can layer them, and as complex a scent as they are, they're also quite straightforward as well, if that makes sense. I don't want anything too heavy, and none of their scents that I have tried, and I've tried quite a few, I would regard as being heavy. They all seem just really fresh and just gorgeous, but this one in particular, this is my favourite out of the bunch that I've tried, and I've tried a few. I've tried Lime, Basil and Mandarin, Jasmine and Mint, Grapefruit, Nectarine and Honeysuckle or something like that. That one's nice. I can't remember the others, but I've tried quite a few. I'd like to still try Red Roses, but this one, oh my god, it's so beautiful. And these two together, because there's the pear element, is just a gorgeous combination. But this sample has very nearly got to the bottom now, which I'm really sad about. I would definitely like to get a bottle of this, probably the smaller one, because it is quite expensive perfume. So maybe, you know, for Christmas or something. Although it's not the most wintry scent, it's definitely more of a spring summer one, but it's so pretty. And I've been wearing this as much as possible, given the fact that it's nearly run out, and I just don't want to be without this in my life. So gorgeous. If you like a pear scent with a bit of a light floral in there too, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's everything that I look for in a spring summery scent. The Freesia element of it is just a really light floral but clean scent. There's nothing heady about it at all, and it's just got a really nice juicy pear scent to it as well. So really gorgeous, absolutely love it. So that concludes my best and worst of beauty for July. It's been a completely hectic month. We have lots of birthdays in July. My husband turned 40, so that was really exciting. August is going to be interesting because it's obviously still the summer holidays, and trying to entertain a toddler whilst doing this at the same time is challenging, to say the least. But I do have lots of videos that I've edited. It's just a case of uploading them. Lots of things that I got done before he finished preschool. So there's all sorts of stuff coming up. I've got more first impressions on foundations and lots of other things, as well as continuing my skincare series, part 1 of which I've already put up, but I've also got part 2 and 3 in the coming weeks. So it's all busy, You may see the background change a bit because I've had a bit of a shift around of things. I don't know how noticeable it is, but yeah, you may see things looking a bit different as and when I upload stuff that's a little bit older than now. So apologies for that, but things will return to normal once my little boy is back at preschool again, I'm sure, because I prefer things from a continuity point of view. I prefer things to be in the right order. So this isn't ideal, but it's how we're managing for the school holidays. So anyway, I hope you're all really well and enjoying whatever it is that you're up to, and I will see you again soon. Bye! It's here. This is my first ever Sephora order. This is what I spent my birthday money on, and I am super happy. It's kind of surreal when you get something that's come from so far. I think it just makes it even more exciting.